Hello and welcome. This is Sasha Sabbath. Today is a very, very, very auspicious day. It is Veterans Day here in the United States. And I am here to send my love, my gratitude, my recognition, my loyalty, and my respect to all those who serve our great country. This is a time of great change. This is a time when we are being driven into two places in particular in my awareness. One place is our conviction of what it is we want, that we believe is true to our values, that we believe is true to what we're even here for in this lifetime. It is a conviction to not only fight, but to intend. Sometimes it might seem like a fight. Other times it could be just nurturing and empowering, activating our intention. That's place number one. Place number two is how we decide that we're going to be in community, how we're going to treat one another. Now, what I do in my business is I am an intuition success strategist, a healer, and an intuition teacher for business success. Why that has to do with Veterans Day is that when you think about it, what we are doing as entrepreneurs is diving deep within ourselves to know why we do what we do. We could say that it is to pay the bills, it's to take care of our family. That is true, of course. Of course, that's true. However, on another level, we do what we do because there is a burning desire to accomplish something, to honor something, to bring life to something, to bring a visibility and an impact and a mission to something. And that's where I want to be of service to you. The other side is the thriving, who we are in community, who we are to ourselves. We have to start with ourselves. It really is that quintessential story that you have to give yourself the oxygen mask first before we can pass it on to somebody else. We have to feed and nurture ourselves before we really can be of service to give to others. And of course, there are gradations of that in terms of, well, how much can we sacrifice ourselves and still be very helpful, very important, maybe even life-saving to somebody else? So that's really up to you to determine how much you can give when how much you are filled for yourself. Here on Veterans Day, what I want to showcase is a self-reflection. What is it that you would fight for? What is it that you are fighting for? What is it about your own personal life that is so sacred that it is like hallowed ground? Here in the United States, one such place is the Arlington Cemetery, the hallowed ground of the great veterans who lost their lives fighting for this country. And then there are those who are still alive, who are the great servers of our country, who put themselves in the line of duty in one way or another. And these people, do you understand what it takes to get knocked down and still rise up? What it takes to know that there's great challenge, maybe the quote unquote enemy, maybe the quote unquote opposition, whatever that is, metaphorically or literally. And yet we have to rise up. They have to rise up. They have to find something within themselves to meet the day, to meet the challenge, to meet the strategy that they need to overcome, that they need to mitigate, that they need to navigate so that they are victorious. And we as entrepreneurs have the same thing in a certain way in our businesses. We have our challenges. We're human. So when we don't feel motivated, when we're struggling to have a launch that really works, when we're going for a financial goal, when we want to find the right leads and nurture the right relationships in business, what do? There are times where it doesn't feel so great. There are times when it's not easy to get where we want to get to, and yet we find the fire. We find that famous why, WHY, that motivates us, that fuels us, that gets us quintessentially again out of bed and into the day. So, where I'm going with all this is my particular belief is from my life experience of working with clients who really want to experience their personal power, as I want to experience my personal power. That personal power is directly connected to being funded by one's spiritual connection. How much time, how much money, how much energy, how much emotional wear and tear can we save when we go into our guidance, what I call our intuition, spiritual guidance? Some people call it source. Some people turn to their religion in terms of their connection to God. To me, it all says the same thing. You're going home to where your wisdom lies, the wisdom that is way beyond the conscious mind and comes from a place of truth, of love, and that is the spiritual realms. So just imagine that there you are as an entrepreneur, and you really want to make the right connection so that you can get your course filled. You want to get your master class filled. You want to be able to go into a networking group and really be gravitated to the right people who either need your services and or become referral partners. How much easier it would be to be able to tune into your intuition and find those people with grace and ease. How much easier would it be to know that when you want to develop yourself further and you're looking for a mentor, you're looking for the right kind of coach or the right kind of platform to put your courses on, and you've got lots of choices. So in decision making, how much easier would it be to use your intuition? That's where I want to help. And coming back to our glorious veterans, why I bring this to you on Veterans Day is because within ourselves, as with those who are our dear, dear, dear servers of this country, there is a time when it seems possibly wanting to give up, possibly the pain, the struggle, the fear, the loss are so great, and yet they rise up. Veterans to me are heroes, every single one of them. Because if they are fighting for a cause that they really believe in, whether we agree with it or not, the mechanics are the same. They have to rise up, they have to become a certain person to meet that challenge, to take responsibility for the consequences of being committed, loyal, respectful of that challenge, of that destination that they want to get to. And so, out of adoration, really, and such deep gratitude to the veterans, the people who have served, that are friends of mine and have been friends of mine, I say to you, I send you my love. I send you my gratitude. I see you. I honor what it takes for you to be you, for you to do what you need to do. And for my entrepreneur friends, community, those who are watching this video, I say to you, let us all find that warrior within. Let us all find that cause that drives us, that just will not back down, because that is the fire of life. That is the fire of success. That's what's going to get you to your financial goals and to the fulfillment, and to be able to create materials and concepts and offers that really do serve your avatars, really do serve the people that you are meant to have your impact on. It all comes down to connection to truth and confidence and motivation and inspiration. And so our veterans embody that. Our veterans are that. And we as entrepreneurs have living veteran archetypes within each of us. It's just a question of, will we give ourselves permission to do what it takes to train, to develop, to fight those fights? And if you don't want to use the imagery of fighting, then let's just call it strong, passionate intentions. Depending upon what your soul purpose path is, it could either be a fight or it could be an emblazoned mission that just drives you through and you are unstoppable. Or it could be a little bit of both, depending upon what's going on and depending upon your soul purpose path. Either we are choosing what it is we want because we see the contrast of what we don't want and we fire up our motivation, our intentions, our passions, or we are in the trenches. We know that we want to survive. We know that we want to thrive. We know what we believe in. We know what our values are, and we fight, depending upon what model you want to go with. So I am here to offer you an opportunity to talk to me, to have a complimentary clarity conversation on finding your intuition power to create your goals faster, with more fun, and make more money doing it. If that appeals to you, then contact me. If you're watching this on social media, I'm going to put my email address in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll have it in the description as well. And what I want us to do right now is just please take a moment. And if you have those in your life, your lineage, your past relatives or friends or both, contacts, associates who have served this beloved country of the United States or any other country, I ask that we take a moment and honor them, honor who they have needed to be, who they still need to be if they're still alive in physical form with us, to give us a better life, and for them to rise up in magnificent ways, sometimes in magical ways, because they contacted a power within them that was funded by their soul to do what they needed to do for whatever the reason was that motivated them. Let's take a moment and honor them. And let's take a moment to make a promise that we find our internal veteran that is so committed to the vision of what we feel is right for us and for our communities that we will not back down. We will do what it takes to learn, to grow, to develop, to love where we're going. I'll leave you my information. And on that note, I send you my love. Bye for now. I'm going to turn this off. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the people that have helped us, worked for us, strove for us, if there is such a word as strove, who strive for us, who sacrifice for us, and who endure extraordinary pain and challenge and frustration and worry and anxiety, as well as joy and upliftment and euphoria and the elixir of a vision that they are committed to achieve. God bless. Much love. Bye for now.